Elliott, a scamperer, outside of whom Salah, who can drive here at Luke Shaw, and now Harvey Elliott!
Oh, fabulous start by Liverpool, really.
Why would you not deploy as he has, Erik ten Hag, as your central striker, a player who's scored 10 goals in his last 10 Premier League games? Can't help reflecting that when he hosted Liverpool at Old Trafford in August, things were so different. Here's Dalot. Anthony! And Alisson had to plunge.
Yeah, that shows how dangerous Manchester United are, under pressure. Set piece from a throw-in. Weghorst doing really well, linking play up, switching it to that right side. Isolating Anthony one-on-one, this time with Henderson. Gets a yard and quality strike. Awkward bounce in front of Alisson, really.
Henderson. Space ahead of Gakpo. From whom a stylish slalom. A lovely turn of foot. Nunez went over. He's appealing for nothing. Fabinho has nicked it. Salah. Mo Salah!
Oh, I was watching him in the warm-up before the match, Mo Salah. They do a striker's routine where they take 3 shots, and this was the exact position where he stuck 2 out of 2 in the top corner, unopposed.
Cup ties, Liverpool just did their business quietly and tracked back up towards the business end. High by Nunez. Salah, Elliott, Henderson, Nunez! Was offside.
Saw a lovely touch by Mo Salah, just plucking the ball out the sky, under pressure, but so controlled, and good decision by the assistant referee on the far side.
Elliott, Salah, oh, that's a lovely ball. Alexander-Arnold. And Andy Robertson. Lisandro Martinez was where he needed to be.
Oh, there's classic example of how Liverpool...
Harvey Elliott. Shaw's header away. Dabbed back by Fabinho. Robertson gave and went. Robertson, Nunez! Martinez again key defensively.
Oh, this is a fabulous bit of defending, because Nunez, at first look, has to score. Gets across Martinez as well. It's a perfect ball in, and look at that. Good strike by Nunez, but brilliant. But referee Andy Madley choosing not to give that. More importantly, the assistant referee on the far side had a better view. Didn't feel it was enough either.
Anthony. Dalot. Fred. Dalot. Oh, right back across the face of goal from Fernandes.
That shows the form United are in, under huge amount of pressure, and all of a sudden they have probably the best chance of the half. Certainly the second best chance if we think of that Nunez strike. That is inches past the post. Alisson, as that goes past him, is really concerned that's going in. Brilliant count.
Telling lead for them in this game of games. Shaw. Aimed up at Rashford, who, had he caught that more cleanly, would himself have established a lead.
Now, I can't think for Marcus Rashford here, but I just wonder, it's such a brilliant run by Fred. I just wonder if he gets caught in between 2 minds here. Looks like he's going for the strike, and strikers...
Dalot over his shoulder, Varane over his shoulder.
Yeah, this is a left footer for me. Shaw across the 6-yard box into that space between the goalkeeper and the back line.
It is Luke Shaw, and it is Dalot whose downward header was collected with comfort by Alisson.
Too flat. he had lots of space to aim for. You see 3 United...
Athletic first half at Anfield. Manchester United attacking the Kop, have a free kick.
He's got another chance here, Luke Shaw, to put in a better ball than he did with the first set piece from that side.
Fernandez takes, and Casemiro is denied by a flag. And by his body language, one suspects he was anticipating it.
Yeah, that's the problem when you've got the in-swinger there and there's such a high line. Players have to go early because the ball's always moving away from you. He's a good yard or so offside, Casemiro, and as you rightly point out, Pete, he knew that the minute the ball went in the net.
Got a big-headed goal at Wembley a week ago. This one didn't count. Robertson. Oh, it's a super ball. Gakpo is onto it. It's Cody Gakpo! Kop explosion! They must beat United! Liverpool lead United!
Now, this is a fabulous goal. Ball switched out to Robertson on the left-hand side by Alisson. Again, cuts inside but plays with his head up. Excellent run by Gakpo. He's well onside, short the far side, and then he cuts inside with a wonderful first touch. Just takes Varane off balance. Great movement, that triggers the pass. There's your first touch inside Varane, opens the angle up for his right foot, and this is a lovely finish, really calm and composed, eyes on the ball, knows where the target is, and leaves De Gea with no chance.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Cody Gakpo, 3 goals for Manchester, and right now he's winning them. Martinez, Fernandez, Weghorst! Flags up. Big block, big block. They weren't to know the flag would go up.
Huge block and almost the perfect counter-punch by United. Look at his run there, Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold, that's certainly the weakest part of his game. He stands square on and flat-footed. Any running behind him he's not even aware of. He gets
beaten before that Arsenal defeat. Their overall form line is impressive indeed. That wasn't from Shaw. Elliott. Fabinho. Snapped back by Casemiro. Snapped back by Fabinho. Taken on by Nunez. And Fabinho again. Here's Mo Salah. And Elliott. Nunez! Red Utopia! For them, it does not get a whole lot better than this.
Well, Liverpool beat me to it. I was going to say that they've got to go out feeling that the score's still 0-0 and start the game for the second half as well as they did the first. They've certainly done that. Once again, winning all these sort of 50-50 challenges, the ball falling kindly for them. Harvey Elliott timing his run brilliantly, stayed onside. Mo Salah just hooking that back. Shaw can't clear it. It sort of hits him on the hip. Half a clearance, and Elliott's the first to react. He has a good look there, and he just crashes that ball across the box. If he meant that, that's a great pick out. Lovely pass. Nunez first to react as well, and a decent header.
Fred. Anthony. Dallo is dashing beyond him. Anthony's using the space. And Alisson's behind the shot. But as Casemiro coaxed into a corridor here for Rashford. Manchester United obliged to be the next scorers. Bruno Fernandes away from Konate. Henderson snatches it clear. Gakpo can turn, and Salah is off on his bike. And Salah's bike is a quick one. Gakpo through the middle. He's taking on Lisandro Martinez. He's sat him down. It's Gakpo! It's free! Wonderful speed of thought and movement. What a beautiful, beautiful goal. What a sight, what a sound. What a moment in his young life.
Stunning, stunning goal. Jordan Henderson here reading the cutback, and then it's a quick break. Gakpo starts the move, and Salah, watch this, fantastic body movement. Slipped there by Martinez, just hits the deck, but Salah's awareness, playing with his head up. Plays the ball back to Gakpo. Great run, and then tremendous little flick over De Gea. Tight angle, very little room to play with. Again, he's made his mind up well before the ball gets to him. By the time he receives the ball, he's not looking anywhere other than focusing on the contact point. It's a delightful finish and a wonderful team goal.
Who had in the minutes and hours and days leading up to kickoff in this game, who had...
Liverpool can really enjoy their football now. If they keep playing positive, enjoy stroking the ball around without taking any risks, without making any big mistakes. There's more goals in it.
Oh, it's a terrible error by Alisson, and Henderson got back. And Bruno Fernandes is intent that there was a foul in regathering the ball by Alisson, and there is a VAR check ongoing. Meantime, here is Robertson, and Varane makes the block. Gakpo done well to escape a couple of challenges. The check is complete.
Yeah, that rain has just made the surface a little bit slippery, isn't it? A few players sliding over at key moments. Alisson here letting the ball roll under his foot. There was me saying about no time to be making mistakes from a Liverpool perspective. He just reaches for this. And that's a dive by Fernandes. I'd like to see those...
Fernandes pass seen by Robertson. Shifted for Elliott. Lifted forward here for Gakpo. And fired wide by Robertson, who had a fair bit to aim at.
He did, and that was a better strike with his right foot than the one he had in the first half. Does well here, Gakpo, under pressure to still come out with the ball. De Gea's rooted to the spot. But Andy Robertson again, better strike, just can't bring the ball back in.
Elliott, Fabinho, Alexander-Arnold, Salah, and still Mo Salah. Cody Gakpo, who's flying right now. Fred away. Anthony. Fred caught on it. Robertson. Gakpo just wide.
The ball keeps landing at his feet, doesn't it? Good challenge there by Robertson. Again, nice touch out of his feet. It's Casemiro whose recovery run the ball deflects from for a Liverpool corner, but it's wave after wave of attack. They've really got the wind in their sails at the moment, Liverpool.
Well, over this relatively monochrome season for Liverpool, the Kop has thirsted for days like this. And the noise tells you that the Kop is maximising its special day. In by Alexander-Arnold, and Konate glanced it wide.
How on earth has this not gone in? Brilliant ball in. Great run by Konate from the penalty spot. Oh, he's got to score there. He turns his back on it. Comes off the side of his head.
Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw. Fernandes. By Van Dijk, taken back by Anthony, taken on by Henderson. Rolled up here for Nunez. We'll get a second bite, and it falls for Salah! Formidable! Boy, did he crash that in! Liverpool are ripping United up.
Well, when it rains, it pours. And Liverpool, once again, they break with numbers. McTominay does well initially when he slides in for this challenge. And then it just an awful deflection off him as he tries to block the second pass. Just here, Salah's given up on it, and then he can't believe his luck when it falls kindly on the bounce into his path. Sits up beautifully for him, and he just wraps his foot through this. Lovely strike, very relaxed, and off the underside of the crossbar.
They are dancing on air. He is dancing on air. Numbers, more numbers. His 128th Premier League goal for Liverpool. And that is as many as one Robbie Fowler.
About to fall over like that in a game.
Casemiro, Dalot. Rolled up for Fernandes. Rolled on for Marcus Rashford. Flags up. So the cleanliness or otherwise of Alexander-Arnold's challenge doesn't matter.
Yeah, offside there, Fernandes. This was a certain penalty. But there you saw Rashford, when he's got space to run into, when he's facing the goal, attacking the goal, that's when he's at his most dangerous, and they've not utilised that at all this afternoon, Manchester United.
Fernandes and Rashford around Alisson. Out against the outside of the post. Going to have 2 changes for Manchester United and very soon 3 for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk round the back. Henderson can retrieve this. Lifted in by Henderson. A story quite unforetellable. Who saw it coming? Who could have dreamt this up? United are in shreds. And they depart. Intolerable. Inconceivable.
Well, it starts with a set piece. Van Dijk at the far post, getting something on it. And then this ball from Henderson. Again, look at Liverpool players' movement. Nunez drops into space, attacks the ball, gets a little bit of good fortune. Again, it's slightly off the back of his head. But he's having one of those games where everything he touches, along with Cody Gakpo, seems to come off, and 5-0. Quite remarkable.
He's got them back. Jurgen Klopp must feel as though he's got them back. And
This right-hand side for Liverpool has been fantastic all afternoon. Alexander-Arnold, Elliott and Salah.
Elliott, Firmino, Salah! Liverpool flex their muscle to the power of 6. Half a dozen reasons to believe that Liverpool are back. One more goal than Robbie Fowler in the Premier League. He's at the top of the list, and this is right at the top of the list of Liverpool red letter days.
Yeah, all individual performances from a Manchester United point of view now. Total collapse. Shaw's clearance is awful. Just checking to see if that's offside, are they?
Check is complete and the goal will stand. And this will become, Graham, this will become Manchester United's worst ever Premier League defeat.
Wow. Off the back of 18 wins in 22 matches, that's a wake-up call and a half.
On a day that began with a conversation that still included them as potential champions. Salah was booked for taking off his shirt. Manchester United have sent on Anthony Elanga for what remains. Thanks, boss, in place of Marcus Rashford. Gakpo 2, Nunez 2, Salah 2. Erik ten Hag, grey-faced. Harvey Elliott. He's young, he dreams, they all dream. And he goes off with a disbelieving smile to be replaced by Curtis Jones.
Oh, he's had a fantastic afternoon, Harvey Elliott. Made a mistake in the first half that nearly proved costly, but other than that, I don't think he's put a foot wrong. Brilliant energy, quality. I think Henderson being in there alongside him really helped his confidence, and he's grown as the game has grown. And
Jones, Salah, he wouldn't, would he? Salah's rolled it in. Firmino! Bobby, 7, heaven! It's madness. These now are crazy numbers. Robertson's got hurt in the celebration, but celebration it is for Bobby Firmino, whose moment is spoiled by an individual from the crowd. That's a shame, and you can see how angry Jurgen Klopp is about it. But do not let that detract from a poignant moment for Bobby Firmino, who has announced this week that he's leaving Liverpool, and he will leave embraced by their ongoing love.
And Manchester United giving the ball away again in midfield, playing catch-up, and they're all over the place now. Focus has gone, the heads have gone. Desperate for the game to end. Varane not knowing what to do in that situation, and Firmino swivelling on the ball. Dalot trying to protect the goal through the legs of De Gea, and Dalot's actually in the goal, so he's incapable of stopping the ball from going in.
Salah, they're hungry for more. Alexander-Arnold's gone over, he wants a penalty. He's not going to get one. Of course, Liverpool have scored 9 on this ground this season against Bournemouth. Manchester United have never conceded 7 in the Premier League before.
I've no doubt that man there, Ten Hag, is going to give a very fair assessment of the team's performance.
Showtime!